the second set. So how long have you been doing this?
So before this, I had my own deal that I did for about 18 months.
Oh, really?
So 3-4 years now. But my biggest transition was learning Evanston's names and stuff like that.
You got them pretty well down now, though.
Yeah. I got a complaint from a parent this morning. Supposedly I missed his kid.
Pretty neat.
Check, check.
by Evanston, down at the backside on the 10-foot line, and Evanston gets the point.
It's time for Red Devil Volleyball.
Freeland with the attack on the left side finds room on the right corner, and now Evanston takes the lead 9-8.
The girls of Evanston are back to start a truly memorable season, once again led by Coach Tara Lawler.
Deflected up by Finch, set Strauss, left side, Heiser, blocked by Evanston, down! Stacia Barker again with the block.
With eyes set on a state tournament run, the Red Devils will battle some of the best the Cowboy State has to offer.
Taryn Hook finds room on the far side of the 10-foot line.
Catch all the action on KNYN 99.1 The Big Dog and live video online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil Volleyball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, The Come On In Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear River Dental, Plains Tire, Uinta County School District Number 1, Ellingford Tires, and by Freeway Tire. And now, Red Devil Volleyball fans, sit back and relax and get ready to scream for your team as we head to the arena to join the play-by-play voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Red Devil Gymnasium, home of the Evanston Red Devils for this year's Pink Game. It's kind of an initiative taken on by all of the teams here in Wyoming for volleyball. It's called Dig Pink. And it's actually turned the camera over so those of you on My Local Radio can actually see what we're talking about. Courage, tenacity, passion, and strength. That is what it's going to take for the Evanston Red Devils to come out on top here tonight as they take on Riverton in a non-conference matchup. But when we hear from Coach Tara Lawler later, you'll understand why these matchups matter. Score is 23-21. Riverton in the JV game in the third and deciding set. So we're probably roughly about 25-30 minutes away from getting started. In the meantime, we have the Pitchfork pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the scene on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium for the 2020 Pink Game. Dig Pink. It's an initiative going on throughout Wyoming volleyball where each of the teams come out. They wear pink jerseys. I myself has a nice pink, I guess you call it pink plaid shirt on. Thanks to my wife, the great Mindy Olive, for going out and getting that for me this morning while I was driving back from Jackson. Anyways, Everybody's encouraged to wear pink for breast cancer awareness since October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's go ahead and set the scene for this special matchup. As you can see, Evanston in their all pink jerseys with kind of a navy number with white outline. Let's first talk about the Riverton Wolverines, a 2-11 overall record, 0-3 in conference. Last time they were out was on Thursday in Green River. The Wolves beat the Wolverines 3-1. So if you're wondering how Evanston stacks up against that, Evanston swept Green River 3-0. So Evanston is the favorite in this matchup. You look at the records on both sides, especially in the conference, it's completely flip-flop. For the Evanston Red Devils, 8 wins, 8 losses in one tie. I know it says 7-8-1 on the graphic, but that was made before the game against Cody last night. And at that time, it was a 7-8-1 record. Now it's 8-8-1 and a perfect, immaculate 3-0 in conference play at the Southwest Quadrant. And this game isn't a conference game, but it does loom large in the fact that should there be a tie for the best conference record, then they will go to the record against the other conference in the West. That being the Northwest, containing Natrona Valley, who Evanston dispatched in 3 and 4 sets. Rock Springs, who the Red Devils lost to in 5 sets. And then, of course, Cody, who Evanston took care of in straight sets, and Riverton today. Rock Springs, the only Northwest team that Evanston lost, plays Evanston's closest competitor in the conference, Star Valley, at 2 o'clock. We will be doing a bit of scoreboard watching to bring you updates on that game where we can, because that game is very important to Evanston. If Rock Springs beats Star Valley, then that means Evanston will be hosting Star Valley Tuesday night in a pseudo-conference championship matchup. If Evanston wins against Star Valley on Tuesday night, they will win the quadrant. But we are a ways from that. We still got hopefully 3 sets against Riverton, at the very most 5 against Riverton, as the Red Devils get ready to take on the Wolverines. We are about probably 15 minutes away from the start of this one. Nobody sees the game the way the coach is doing. When we come back, we'll talk with Coach Amanda Nimmo of the Riverton Wolverines on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Here with Riverton head coach Amanda Nimmo. Coach Nimmo, last year you guys had a great team, a lot of college athletes on that one. Of course, Naya Shimei, who's committed to University of Wyoming. This year, is it a little bit more of kind of a development year, a rebuilding year after such high power in the varsity ranks last year?
Yeah, the team lost a lot last year, as you said. 4 went on to play college ball. So the varsity was wiped and we've had to start fresh. We have a strong younger group. Our freshmen and sophomores are pretty strong. So definitely building and just getting those girls who haven't had a lot of playing experience on the court and experience this year.
Coach, one question. Do you feel like that once the season is behind you and that you guys have that experience, it's going to pay dividends much like what we saw last year for Riverton?
Yeah, like I said, we have a strong younger group coming up. If you watch during the game, you'll see the younger girls, they hit the ball hard, they move their feet well. And like I said, right now you can tell they get in to the varsity level and they're still a little nervous. It's starting to wear off, but next year I think we'll see huge gains in those younger girls just with a confidence level.
Coach, what do you feel like has been an advantage for this team in the year 2020?
Their attitude. They've had to, it's hard with a losing season, and they've kept a positive attitude. Our seniors have been great, trying to keep it like a team 9-12 and not just kind of like we're the seniors. So I do have to, commend our seniors for just pushing forward and keeping a positive attitude this season.
It's kind of the one thing that no sports person wants to talk about, but it is one of those things where I think we have to acknowledge the fact that we are playing volleyball today, despite the challenges that we saw in March, specifically over in Riverton. How do you guys feel about the fact that you guys are here and playing a season?
That's exactly what I tell our girls every time. It's like, we might be having a losing season, but you have to have fun with it. We have to grow. At least we get to play. There actually are a lot of high school girls who are not playing right now that would give anything, to be playing their senior year, get their volleyball season back. So we just have to be thankful that we actually still get to be playing.
You guys are here to play the Evanston Red Devils. They've been on a bit of a hot streak lately. What are some things that you guys have prepared for in order to face Evanston today?
Well, I know their outside hitters have like almost all their kills this season. I think the middle has 40, so I was looking at that this morning. So outsides together have 280 of their kills, and then the next one is 40. So it drops off pretty big. So we got to get a big a block up on their outside hitters, and then also I noticed they throw up a big block on the outside as well. So that's something that we'll adjust on our side on offense as well.
For Evanston fans, who are some Riverton players that they need to keep an eye on?
Oh, I can't give that up. But we got some younger girls who can hit the ball well. Riley Johnson, she's a freshman, and we just pulled her up a couple weeks ago, and she's been rocking it. Jordan L. Anderson, if we can get her timing down, she can smack the ball. She's probably one of our hardest hitters, but she has to get her timing down. And those two are going to be the ones that you want to watch for. There are younger ones. Mariah Griffin, she's been coming along these last couple weeks. She's a junior. And again, just getting the ball down and in the court. And if she can, she's really hard to stop as well.
That's Amanda Nimmo, head coach for Riverton Volleyball. Thank you so much for your time, Coach, and good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Big thank to Coach Amanda Nimmo of the Riverton Wolverines volleyball team for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll continue our Coaches Show segment of the Pitchfork pregame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN and My Local Radio.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District No. 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. You know, we got Kevin Callis here playing the music, providing the environment. It's a really funny story. The broadcaster from Jackson pulled me aside yesterday and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know your venue, that gym, is the most electric in the state that I've been to. And I have to agree. I've been to Jackson. I've been to Casper. I've been to Cody. I've been to Gillette. I've been to most of the big towns here in Wyoming, and nothing compares to Evanston volleyball and basketball in this gym. And you can just feel the energy pulsing through this building. Speaking of energy, the Red Devils came out and played with a lot of energy last night. They beat Cody, who was ranked in the top 5 2 weeks ago. They did lose their ranking coming into this game, but no matter. It was a team that was playing very, very well, and the Red Devils took care of business, taking care of them in not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sets. An absolutely great performance by the Red Devils. Matter of fact, when I look at it, I don't think Evanston has dropped a set in this building since the season began. So they're hoping to carry that over. That's correct. They swept Green River in their home opener in conference play, and they swept Jackson, and then swept Cody. They have yet to lose a set at home, and that is that big part to the electricity that this building provides. When you saw the Red Devils come up for their warm-up, they were just off and firing. When we come back, we're going to talk with the leader of that Red Devil group, Coach Tara Lawler, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043. Here with Evanston Volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, last night you guys played Cody. Took that game 3-0. Just if you could, some thoughts on that contest.
I thought we played pretty solid volleyball. We've been working on raising the bar every time we played, and I think that was our best game to date in terms of keeping our level of play where we wanted it. We've had other spikes that have been fun, but that was definitely where we held on to it. We did have a lull, and we had to work our way back out of that. But for the most part, it was a great win. It was a lot of energy, and we had been doing some things and more consistently that we haven't been doing in the past.
You guys get ready to take on a Riverton team who's struggling right now, which means they're more hungry and a little bit more dangerous. What message are you giving the girls heading into this matchup?
Every win and loss right now counts the same. this is a big game, just like last night, and it would be disappointing to play as hard as we did last night and then let it go if we didn't play and focus tonight. So another big game. I think every time we're out on the court, it matters, and it doesn't not only matter if we're looking at records, or it just matters that why would we come out after working so hard in practice and then come and not give everything we have and apply everything we've learned. So to me, it's every time we get out on the court, we raise the bar, and so that's important for us to do today.
What did you see them do especially well last night against Cody?
Number one, I didn't think on senior night against Jackson we played with a ton of energy, and we worked on that and the little things. And so last night I saw that they were more unified and connected. And that obviously in volleyball, when it requires 2 other contacts for you to finally be able to have a termination, or if you're part of that play, and it obviously that momentum, volleyball is unique because it is so momentum driven. And that energy, it's really hard to take or steal. And so if we could generate it early and then keep it, it was huge. And we definitely had the energy. I'd say 90% of last night's match. In addition, the actual skills. First set we missed, I think overall, I think we ended up missing 5 serves. But we missed 3 in that last set, I believe. So tough serving. We kept them out of system, which was great. Our blocking was there. We ended the second set when Cody was coming back a few points, and they were on a run. And we had a big solo block to end that set, which was fabulous to get out of that one. But we were talking. I just felt like we were more connected, and we were able to apply what we had learned because we were all on the same page.
Sounds like a great performance, but since we know there's no such thing as a perfect game in volleyball, what are some things that you guys are looking to step up in this matchup against Riverton?
We didn't have first ball terminations, so that's just where when they serve to us or when we get the first contact with a pass or a dig and then a set, first ball termination stats is that first opportunity we have to attack the ball. If we can get a kill, we know if we obviously can get it more times than not, we'll get the win. I think last night we allowed more rallies to occur. It felt more like scramble ball, and our ball control was good, and we were able to win it that way. But I'd rather win it earlier in the rally and terminate and be finished and get that point and then use that energy to earn the next point the same way, as opposed to long 40-second rallies that get our girls tired, and sometimes it starts to just get kind of ugly. And so we need to do a better job of terminating the first chance we have. We need to do a better job. Our setters were still kind of running around more than I would have liked them to have been yesterday, so our passes need to be back to center. Third set, we fixed that. So the first and third set, we did a nice job on that. And we were in the net quite a few times, which we just need to be more disciplined. So it got a little sloppy at the net that we need to fix.
If you guys and Star Valley tie at the end of the quadrant play, it'll come down to record against the Northwest. If you guys win this one, you'll be 3-1 against the Northwest. How big of a game is this for you guys looking at potential quadrant seeding?
It's huge. I mean, this basically could mean whether we host or we don't host regionals. And so even though Riverton's record is 2-11 or whatever, is that right? It's huge, and that's why we told the girls it's a game that we need to win. Don't underestimate. And I kind of think that sometimes when a Riverton or a school with that record, it doesn't mean they're not a good team. It just means, and they don't have good players, it just means that they're not all connecting on the same day at the same time. And so you don't want to be the team that they finally find it working for them. So we've got to be ready and put the pressure on so they don't have that opportunity.
That's our coach, Tara Lawler, Evanston Red Devils. Coach Lawler, thank you so much for your time. Good luck. Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
No, well, thank you very much. And yes, tonight is our pink night. So if you're listening, come on down. It's just a special day to be playing. So come on down.
Big thank you to Coach Tara Lawler. Right now, they're going to play the national anthem, so we're going to step aside and be right back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium side of this matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Riverton Wolverines. We are almost ready to get started. Let's talk about what happened last time this Riverton and Evanston matchup happened. It was at regionals last year. It was the first round. Riverton went out to a quick two-set lead, 25-13, 25-13, and then Evanston completely started to come back, winning 28-26 and 25-22 in the fourth set. Riverton would win the fifth set 15-9, and that ultimately would turn out to be a winner goes to state, loser goes home, as Evanston would have to take on Star Valley the next day, and that would end their season. So Evanston looking for some revenge against Riverton. Let's go ahead and bring you the starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. First for Riverton, number 7, Ashton Ladd. Number 14, Aubrey Javine. Number 11, Ashlyn Farrig. Number 26, the libero, Chaylee Campbell. Number 12, Annie Vincent. Number 2, Haley Hinkle. And number 16, Michaela Hyatt. For your Evanston Red Devils, it'll be number 3, Stacia Barker. Number 636, depending on the jersey they're wearing, Bailey Critchfield. She's the libero. Number 7, Mia Barker. Number 11, Emily Freeland. Number 15, Taryn Holt, as they're holding a moment of silence here. Anyway, back to the starting lineups after the moment of silence, honoring all those that we've lost to cancer, a disease that has affected every single one of us in one way or another. I myself, as a breast cancer survivor for a sister-in-law, a very strong woman, and definitely every time we talk with her ever since the diagnosis, she says she feels lucky that she was able to be one of the lucky ones to beat it. I also have friends who were taken by this horrible disease as well. So the fact that we have this day that recognizes breast cancer awareness really hits home for a lot of people. As I mentioned, almost all of us have been affected one way or another by breast cancer or cancer in general. Let's go ahead and restart the starting lineups, brought to you by Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance, or Jeff Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. Let's start with Riverton. Number 7, a senior, Ashton Ladd. Number 14, a sophomore, Aubrey Javine. Number 11, a junior, Ashlyn Farrig. Number 26, the libero, a junior, Chaylee Campbell. Number 12, a senior, Annie Vincent. And number 16, a senior, Michaela Hyatt. For the Evanston Red Devils, number 3, a junior, 6'1", Stacia Barker. The libero, number 6 or 36, depending on the jerseys they're wearing, a junior, Bailey Critchfield. Number 7, a 5'8" junior, Mia Barker. Number 11, a 6' junior, Emily Freeland. Number 15, a 5'10" senior, Taryn Holt. And number 18, a 5'8" senior, Taylor Peterson. And number 19, a 5'9" junior, Abby Rigby. As we are ready to get started here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Go ahead and take you to the set 1 live cam as the Red Devils on the left side of your screen on mylocalradio.com. It's going to be hard to tell them apart. They're both wearing pink jerseys, but bear with us. Stacia Barker runs out there in kind of a darker pink jersey, almost kind of on the verge of purple, but it is definitely pink. navy numerals with a white outline. Evanston across the back. Mia Barker runs out. Emily Freeland throws something into the crowd and just misses just a little bit. As Taylor Peterson and Taryn Holt also run out. We got a person to run the camera. What is your name? Celeste. We're welcoming her to the broadcast. We're going to get her set up real quick. So all you got to do is just kind of keep the action in the window, okay? Yeah, just move it. That's all you got to do. All right, Celeste is set up and ready to go. We've got our statistician for the day, Cade Fry. He's going to be joining us on the broadcast later on in the week when we have the Star Valley game. So we've got a pretty full broadcast booth up here at Evanston Gymnasium. Evanston in those kind of pinkish purple uniforms, navy blue letters, white outline. Evanston on the back, Riverton, and kind of what you would call a similar pink, except just flat out white numerals. Evanston on the left side, Riverton on the right. So let's go ahead and move that camera around a little bit so you kind of get a feel. Yeah, there you go. Nice, slow, and smooth. You're going to do a great job. And the electricity in this building is huge. Again, those starting lines we read to you not too long ago, brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency, and we are ready to get started in set one, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. For all the info on this important project, visit Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. We're going to go down just a little bit on the camera. There you go. And we're underway. Riverton with the first serve, setting up Stacia Barker on the left side. Evanston, good dig by the libero out of Riverton. The Wolverines will launch an attack, and now a good dig there by Bailey Critchfield. Dump set by Stacia Barker, drops it in the near side corner. 1-0 Red Devils, and the excitement is high as we just got started. One 0 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mia Barker to serve. Here comes an attack on the left side from Michaela Hyatt, but she goes long. And I believe it should, no, they're going to give the point. Excuse me, Riverton knots it up at 1. Hyatt will serve for the Wolverines. First touch by Critchfield for Evanston. Nice pass by Taylor Peterson to Stacia Barker on the near side. And now we'll get another attack from Riverton. This time we'll see it from Ashlyn Ladd, who goes into the Evanston block, but it stays on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 2-1 Riverton in the early going. Hyatt with the serve. First touch, Critchfield. Peterson passes over to Emily Freeland on the far side and dug up at the 10-foot stripe by Riverton. Here comes another attack. This time it's number 12, Annie Vincent, and she goes into the Evanston block and puts it down on the ground. So let's tilt this camera down just a little bit. Served by Critchfield. Here comes the attack from Fertig, and good dig by Bailey. Left side, Emily Freeland. And now Riverton gets a chance. Good one from Ladd. And that one goes just long. Evanston picks up the point. Red Devils lead it 3-2 as Bailey Critchfield will serve. First touch by the libero, Campbell. Hyatt clears it out, and now a good one-hit return by Holt. Well, not a one-hit return. She got out on the second after a great pass by Taylor Peterson. Cleared out by Riverton. Peterson setting up Freeland, left side, light hit. Drops it down, going cross court, right in front of the 10-foot stripe, and it's 4-2 Red Devils. Just our camera just a little bit right there. Action taking place on the far side of the net. Riverton goes into the Evanston block, and they get called for a 4 hits. 5-2, Red Devils on a 4-point run here in set number 1. Bailey Critchfield to serve for Evanston. Nice arcing serve. That one drops down on the back line for an ace. And it's a 6-2 lead for the Red Devils. Bailey Critchfield on a roll right now. She serves again, and they're going to get her for a foot fault. Her foot went into the square as she served, and that'll resolve in them losing the serve and the point going to Riverton. Shaylee Campbell, the junior libero in the black jersey, to serve for the Wolverines. Good touch by Freeland. Set Porter back to Emily Freeland, deflected off of the Riverton defender. Campbell just has to clear it out for the Wolverines. Porter for the Red Devils goes to Abby Rigby as she just kind of puts her back to the net and clears it over. Long attack from Ladd, but she misfires and goes into the net. 7-3, Red Devils take the serve back. Mackenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. And a line drive serve, first touch by Ladd. Back set over to number 14, that's Javine, and she's blocked, so they just send Ladd to go with an attack. Here goes Emily Freeland with an attack going cross court from the far side, but too wide. Too much on that one, and it's 7-4 after Riverton picks up the points. The libero, Shaylee Campbell, the junior, stands at 5'3" according to the roster. Hands it off to Ashton Ladd to serve. Excuse me, that's not Ladd. That is number 6. That is, I don't have a number 6 on my roster, so I'm guessing that's Maddie Fossey. Back to the net clearance by Riverton. And Taylor Peterson launches an attack on the far side. Good dig by Riverton. Ladd goes into the net on the near side, and Evanston gets the point back. 8-4, Red Devils leading it here in set number 1, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse, and the junior superstar, Emily Freeland, to serve for the Red Devils. Line drive serve, deflected up by Aubrey Javine, cleared back out by Riverton. Here comes Taryn Holt, dead center for Evanston. Man, she dropped the hammer doing her best Thor impression, and it lands on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. 9-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils leading in set 1. First touch by Campbell. Trying to find another Riverton Wolverine player. Here comes Evanston with an attack. Mia Barker, far side, drops it behind the 10-foot stripe on the Riverton side. And it is 10-4, Red Devils up by 6. Want to remind you that we have the My Local Radio chat room for you. A good way to root on your favorite Red Devil. As Riverton clears it out, Emmy Weber. Porter over to Taryn Holt. She tried to go for the light hit for Evanston, but instead it goes up instead of out and drops on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 10-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Dump set by Mia Barker, deflected up by Riverton's Maddie Fossey. And now Porter goes over to Evanston's Mia Barker. She launches a hit, deflected off of Fossey and down on the 10-foot stripe. Red Devils lead it 11-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. As Taryn Holt will serve. Things get going when she serves. Overpass by Riverton. There to pick it up is Stacia Barker. Here comes the attack from Riverton after the dig by Fossey. And it goes into the net. Red Devils extend the lead to 7. 12-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taryn Holt gets the signal from Coach Tara Lawler on where to serve. First touch, Campbell. Fossey comes up and digs it up. Left side attack from number 15, Jordanelle Anderson. And that goes into the net. It's a 3-point run, 13-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Taryn Holt with an arching serve right at Fertig. Great block by Evanston, and in the process, the attack from Javine goes right into the Evanston block, but they call Riverton in the net. 14-5, Red Devils up by 9. Taryn Holt, line drive serve, first touch for Riverton. Here comes the left side attack by number 16, Michaela Hyatt. It's going to take us a little bit longer to get to know these Riverton players as they are not wearing their usual jersey numbers because of the pink jerseys. So just bear with us a little bit. As Fossey sets up an attack from Weber, and Evanston blocks it down. Red Devils with a 10-point lead. 5-0 run for Evanston. It's an 11-point lead, and a timeout called. Red Devils up 16-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. In the first set, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston High School students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
Red Devils lead it 16-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taryn Holt leading a 6-point run for Evanston. Here in the first set, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. First serve by Taryn Holt. Good dig by Ashton Ladd for Riverton. She gets it back on the third hit and sends it back across. Mia Barker for Evanston goes off the Riverton block, kept alive by the Red Devils. Over to Taylor Peterson on the far side. She punches it across the net, across the court, and puts it down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And the Red Devils lead 17-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taryn Holt to serve again, and it looked like they caught Riverton off guard as they weren't set when that serve came. Riverton just returns it. It'll set up Evanston's Mia Barker on the far side, who puts a little too much on it, and the run ends for Evanston at 7. 17-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils leading Riverton as the serve from Riverton goes right towards the Evanston back line, and now a far attack by the Red Devils, deflected out of bounds wide. And Red Devils get the point back, 18-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taylor Peterson will do the honors for the Red Devils. Nice line drive serve right at Javine, and now cleared out by Riverton. Peterson setting up Stacia Barker. She gets a good hit, kept alive by the freshman Fossey, and Evanston returns it back. We got a good volley going here, going to the line to try to put it up and over the Red Devils was Michaela Hyatt, but she goes out of bounds on the near side. 19-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taylor Pearson with a line drive right at Ladd, and she overpasses it. It goes into the net and down. Hyatt points at her chest saying, "That's on me, that's my bad." Hallie Brady goes out there to join the Red Devils. She's out there with Mia Barker, Stacia Barker, Emily Freeland, and Bailey Critchfield. Peterson with the high arcing serve goes long, and Riverton takes the point back, 20-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As now we'll see serve coming from number 2, Hallie Hinkle. Hallie puts this one right at Emily Freeland on the center back line. Porter cross set back over to Stacia Barker, but she just can't get there in time. It looked like the pass was maybe a little bit off target, and it drops on the Evanston side of the court. Red Devils still lead by 12. First touch, Critchfield after the Riverton serve. Porter goes over to Stacia Barker, who just kind of puts it over the net at the 10-foot stripe. Ladd passes over to Campbell. She'll clear it out from the back row. Critchfield with the first touch. Peterson goes to Stacia Barker, and another good dig by Riverton, sent back over by Evanston. Looked like it was going to drop down on the Red Devil side of the court, but Stacia Barker was able to clear it out at the last minute. Back on the Evanston side as we're still going, and Mia Barker goes from the far side and drops it down on the 10-foot stripe. 21-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils leading set number 1, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Mia Barker with a line drive serve, and it's deflected in the back row. They'll have to clear it from the back row, and that was Hyatt. Here comes Barker at the top of the key, or top of the circle, and goes up and puts it down dead center. Stacia Barker jumps up above the net at the center logo and then just puts it down. Served by Mia Barker, and the third hit is a back row clearance. Another set for Stacia, deflected up and out. Looked like it was out of bounds. Third pass will go into the net and give the kill to Stacia Barker, 23-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils smelling blood and would like to end this first set, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse, right here, right now. Mia Barker, first touch by the Wolverines, and they'll just send it back over. Emily Freeland back slaps over the net, and now here comes the attack from number 13. Looking for 13 on my roster. Again, because of the pink jerseys that Riverton's wearing, they don't match up with the thing. Anyway, set point for Red Devils. 24-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ball on the Riverton side of the court. Hard attack from Riverton, deflected up by Evanston's defense. Hallie Brady on the right side launches an attack, and it's a third hit into the net on Riverton. Ends the set. Final score of set 1, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. 25-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with set 2 after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632.
Riverton strikes first blood here in set 2, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. As they'll serve, and that'll give Evanston a chance to just get a dump clearance from Mia Barker, but it just goes wide on the right side, and it's 2-0. Riverton. Evanston won set 1, 25-8. So that tells you how much they were on in set 1, as Peterson passes to Stacia Barker, and she just misfires just barely. And it is 3-0 to start it out for set number 2. Evanston leads 1-0, and a service error results in Evanston getting their first points of the game, as it is 3-1. Served by Mia Barker, and that one is deflected out of bounds into the near side seats for another point. Mia Barker with a chance to tie it up here early in set number 2, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Line drive goes into the net, and Riverton holds on to the lead. The libero, Chaley Campbell, in the black jersey with number 26, to serve the rest of her jerseys, or the rest of her teammates in pink jerseys with white numerals, celebrating the Pink Game, which is a breast cancer awareness initiative. Riverton gets the ball back from Evanston and into the Evanston block and down on the Riverton side of the hardwood. Evanston cuts the gap to 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bailey Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils. Nice line drive serve right at Campbell. She gets the first touch. Riverton sends it back over, and Evanston will do the same. Good volley going on here. Attack from Farrig. Good dig by Evanston. More specifically, Bailey Critchfield clears the net, and now Riverton just passes it over. Critchfield with the first touch. Peterson back set over to Abby Rigby, who just sends it over. Here comes the hard attack from Riverton, deflected up by Cambry Brown for the Red Devils, over to Emily Freeland on the far side. She just puts it at the 10-foot stripe. Cambry Brown gets the first touch for Evanston after Riverton sends it back. Taryn Holt with a light set, trying to catch Riverton off guard. Another great rally on both sides. Emily Freeland for Evanston on the far side. Great dig there by Haley Hinkle, and they're going to call Riverton for a lift to end this one. It's now 4-all after that long play that we just saw, as Critchfield sends one right at the Riverton defender, Savannah Morton. Evanston gets the ball back after the pass, and that'll set up Freeland on the far side, cross court, off of a diving Maddie Fossey and down to the hardwood on the near side. Red Devils gets their first lead of the game. Critchfield with the serve by Evanston, deflected up, and then they'll pass it over to number 16, Michaela Hyatt, and she launches her attack, and it goes a little bit off of the Evanston defender and into the Red Devil bench. Riverton evens it up at 5. Riverton to serve, number 1, not on the rosters we have here today. So we apologize for that, as Emily Freeland launches a big attack, and then Hyatt just runs up and one-hands it over with her left hand. Emily Freeland for the Red Devils just kind of doesn't square up that ball right, and it rolls along the side of the net instead of clearing it, and Riverton takes a 6-5 lead. Served by the Wolverines. First touch, Bailey Critchfield. Peterson gets it back over to Abby Rigby, and it is off the block of Riverton and out of bounds near side. Evanston ties it back up at 6. Mackenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. As she sends a high arcing serve. That one deflected up and out of bounds. Far side, and the Red Devils take the lead on the Porter ace. 7-6 here in set 2, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Porter with the line drive serve right at Morton. Dump set over by Riverton, and Evanston's going to get their chance. Porter setting up Emily Freeland on the far side. Good dig in the back row by the Wolverines, and all they can do is clear it out. Number 15, Anderson, and Evanston gets called for a lift, trying to send it back over across. 7-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As we'll see Ashton Ladd serve for Riverton. That one, a raindrop serve right at Emily Freeland. She gets this set, drops the hammer from the near side, and goes just too strong, too long. And Riverton with an 8-7 lead. Ladd to serve again. First touch, Critchfield, center back row. Porter sets back over to Freeland, who puts it at the near side 10-foot line, dug up by Ladd. Here comes another Riverton attack, blocked by Taryn Holt and Emily Freeland, and down on the Riverton side of the court. 8-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils tied up with Riverton, but lead it 1-0. First serve by Emily Freeland. First touch will be Ladd. Campbell can't square it up on the third hit, and it goes into the net. Red Devils get the lead. Red Devils won the first set 25-8. Riverton has come out much stronger here in this second set. Freeland, first touch, Ladd. Setting up a hard hit by Jordanelle Anderson. That one goes off the Evanston block and goes high and out of bounds on the far side. Evanston side of the court, so Riverton gets the point and knot it back up at 9. Served by Jordanelle, and now Evanston will get called for 2 hits. No, they're going to call, they call a Riverton player in the net. So Evanston picks up the point, 10-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Left side attack from Weber. Evanston keeps it alive thanks to good hits by Mackenzie Porter and Stacia Barker. Dump set attempt by Maria Griffin, and that one falls to the ground after bouncing off the net. Evanston with an 11-9 lead. Taryn Holt serve, diving dig by Griffin. It's overpass, one hit return, and going up and putting it right back down in the far corner is Stacia Barker. Stacia Barker, the chant from the student section. They are solely responsible for keeping this energy alive, even in the COVID restriction age that we live in. Evanston serves and Riverton returns. Evanston gets Mia Barker, on the far side and drops it down. 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, as Taryn Holt will serve for the leading Red Devils. It's a 4-point run for the senior. High arcing serve. First touch by Griffin. She'll get this third hit, tries to send it over, but it goes off of the net. 14-9, Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 2 brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Taryn Holt, first touch, Ashton Ladd. Back set over to Weber, who just sends it right at Freeland in the back row. Peterson on the near side just slaps it over the net, and a diving Chaley Campbell can't get to it beyond the 10-foot stripe. And it's 15-9, Red Devils on a 6-point run. Timeout called We'll be right back after this with set 2, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. 15-9, Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils lead 1-0 on the Impact board. We'll be right back after this on a First Maple Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Red Devils lead it 15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard and 1-0 after taking set number 1, 25-8. Red Devils looking to get going here in set 2. Taryn Holt in a 6-point run serves. First touch, Ashton Ladd. Setting over to Weber on the near side, and that was a misfire. And the Red Devils go up 16-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Taryn Holt in the middle of a 7-point run. My goodness. First touch by number 11, that's Morton, sent back over by Javine. Here comes the attack from Weber. Evanston blocks it. The Barkers in on the stop. Here comes another attack from Riverton. Good dig by Mackenzie Porter at the 10-foot stripe. Mia Barker sends it back over, and now Riverton sets it over the net. Great dig by Freeland. Mia Barker is going to go into the net, and they award the point to Riverton. (16-10) on the Impact Physical Therapy board. As number 2, Haley Hinkle will serve for Riverton. Porter sets over to Stacia Barker on the left side, blocked by Riverton, but it stays floating on their side of the court. A third hit attempt by Mariah Griffin goes into the net, and the Red Devils take the point and the serve back. 17-10, Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Mackenzie Porter checks out, and Allie Sawyer checks in. Peterson serve. Good touch by Riverton, setting up an attack by Javine, blocked by the Red Devils, down on the Riverton side of the court. And it's 18-10, Taylor Peterson trying to get a run started of her own. She'll be the server for Evanston. Line drive serve, first touch Ladd. Here comes an attack from Morton, and now Evanston will set up Stacia Barker, who gets an overpass, sends it right back over to Stacia. Left side attack, hard hit, deflected well by Bailey Critchfield. Running over to keep it alive is Peterson, and Critchfield sends it over the net. Ball back on the Evanston side after Riverton didn't do much with it. Stacia Barker gets a beautiful set from Peterson. That one deflected high by Campbell. Dump set by Griffin, and a diving Critchfield can't keep it down in the far square, and it is Riverton's point. 18-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bit of a discussion happening right now before Mariah Griffin serves. She goes way long, and the Red Devils 6 points away from taking a 2-0 lead as Mia Barker will serve. Line drive serve. And they're going to set up an attack from Riverton's own Hyatt. Evanston sends Emily Freeland out there to put a hard hit. Hyatt on the near side just punches it over the net, and she gets into the net. She actually landed under it on the Evanston side of the court. And Red Devils take a 20-11 lead here in set number 2. Mia Barker with the line drive, and that one drops down on the far side. Hyatt thought it was going wide, but she drops it in the line for an ace. That is a candidate for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, ladies and gentlemen. Red Devils with a 10-point lead. Mia Barker passed back over by Hyatt, and now Evanston gets it. Stacia Barker, good set by Peterson. Puts it right where she wants it. She goes off of the Riverton block, and they deflect it out of bounds on the far side. 22-11. Evanston up here in set 2, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Overpass, and Emily Freeland goes up and just puts it right down in the face of Riverton. Power to spare. What a hit by Emily Freeland. 23-11 as Mia goes long, and that's now 23-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cambry Brown checks in. Mia Barker, after a good serving run, checks out. Jaylee Campbell to serve. Red Devils 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. First touch by Evanston. Brown. Stacia Barker, dump set. Coming up to make the dig is Riverton's Hinkle, and the call was made. It's a point for Evanston. Didn't see what the call was, as they some type of infraction on Riverton. Bailey Critchfield to serve set point. First touch, Griffin. Setting up the attack from Hyatt, and now Evanston sends it back over. Hyatt on the near side again. That off the antenna, and Evanston gets the point and the set due to a 4-hit call, and the Red Devils win set 2, 25-12. They lead it 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with set 3 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation on the Big Dog and My Local Radio.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
(25-8), 25-12. Those are the set scores that Evanston have been able to put up to give themselves a 2-0 lead. ELAN OLLIFF here bringing you the action live from Evanston Red Devil Gymnasium as the Red Devils have a 2-0 lead over Riverton. First serve of the third set brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse from Riverton as Evanston just returns it over quickly. Mariah Griffin tries the attack, and as soon as it's dug up by Taylor Peterson, she immediately signals for a lift, and she does get it. Evanston gets first blood here in set number 3, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Evanston serve returned by Morton out of Riverton, and that'll set up Emily Freeland, and she tried to drop it in the far corner from the far side, but goes just a little long, and it's 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Morton to serve for Riverton. Nice rainbow serve at Cambry Brown. Peterson sets to Stacia Barker, and that one deflected up and away by Haley Hinkle. Red Devils get the point after the ball lands out of bounds. Bailey Critchfield, the white jerseyed libero for Evanston. Line drive serve right at the back row, and sending the attack hard is Shason King. Emily Freeland on the near side, deflected out of bounds by Riverton, and it is 3-1. Evanston with a 2-point lead here in set number 2. Bailey Critchfield serves, and that one goes just long, and Riverton cuts the gap to 1, 3-2. As Chaley Campbell, the libero, will serve for Riverton. First touch, Cambry Brown. Peterson sets up Hallie Brady on the near side, and that one dug up by Campbell, but a misplay by Hinkle results in it dropping down to the hardwood. All that happened in the back row, and it's 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mackenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils as Hallie Brady takes a seat. Overpass by Riverton goes right back to Evanston. That'll set up Emily Freeland off the block by Green River. Wow, give the credit to Jordanelle Anderson and number 11, Savannah Morton. And it's 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Again, the mysterious number 1 to serve for Riverton. There's no number 1 on the roster. So, and again, these jersey numbers are different because of the pink jerseys. As the serve, it appeared to be dug by Evanston, and they were going out of bounds to chase it, but the referee did signal that it hit the hardwood around the 10-foot line. Another serve by Riverton. First touch, Freeland. Porter back serve to Freeland. Light hit on the near side, and that one drops perfectly right over the net and down in front of it on the Riverton side of the court. Emily Freeland with a very finesse hit there. Red Devils lead it 5-4 and 2-0. Attack from Riverton deflected up by Evanston. Taryn Holt will get a chance, goes off of the top of the net. Chasing it is Mariah Morton, and now Riverton sends it back to Evanston. Stacia Barker on the left side for the Red Devils. Diving dig there by Riverton, and somehow kept alive by Riverton. That one looked like it was going down to the ground after bouncing off the net, but Anderson keeps it alive. Evanston, though, will go ahead and launch the attack, causing Riverton to go into the net. That's the call, and Evanston gets the point, 6-4 in the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Emily Freeland with a high arcing serve. First touch, Campbell. Hard hit there by Anderson. And now Stacia Barker on the far side gets it. Overpass. Mia Barker returns it, and it's back over on the Evanston side of the net. Peterson from in front of the 10-foot stripe on the near side goes cross court and drops it in the far back corner. And it was one of those hits where everybody's wondering if it's either going to hit, it's going to be in, or it's going to be out. Not much you can do about it. Riverton can't clear it on 3 hits, and Evanston takes an 8-4 lead. Emily Freeland to serve for the Red Devils. Rainbow drop serve right at Shaylee Campbell, the libero, and they underpass it, can't clear the net, and Red Devils lead 9-4. 9-3 according to the scoreboard here, but according to the stats that I've got here, it should be 4 as Riverton blocks Evanston down on the Evanston side. And now it is 9-4 on the board here. Serving for Riverton will be Tag Lee. She goes into the net, and Evanston gets the serve back. A 6-point lead for the Red Devils as Taryn Holt gets ready to serve, and she has led runs all afternoon. High arcing serve right at Mariah Morton. It's an overpass set beautifully by Mia Barker. Then Porter goes to Stacia, and on the defense, Riverton gets called for a lift. 11-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Holt with a line drive serve right at Mariah Morton. Campbell and another Riverton player almost collide, but it is cleared on the 3rd hit. Stacia Barker with a beautiful set from Taylor Peterson. Deposits it in the far corner, or near corner rather, and it's 12-4. Red Devils halfway to a 3rd 3 straight set victory. Or a 4th actually, it'd be the 3rd we've been able to broadcast here as Holt just goes a little bit long. 4th after the win against Cody last night. Served by Anderson, kept alive by Evanston. Stacia Barker, left side, deflected up by Lee. Anderson chases it out, cleared out by Riverton, and now Evanston gets a chance. Great set by Porter. Stacia takes full advantage and drops it in the back row. Stacia Barker, she has got a plethora of kills today. 3 in this set alone. Taylor Peterson to serve for Evanston. Rainbow drop serve right at Mariah Morton. Setting up Anderson on the left side and deflected up and out of bounds. Emily Freeland. And now Riverton will get the serve again. 13-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Haley Hinkle to serve for the Wolverines. Critchfield with the back row set over to Stacia Barker. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's Emily Freeland, excuse me. On the far side, puts it down in the center of the back row. Red Devils leading by 8, 14-6 in set 3. Mia Barker to serve. First touch by Lee, and it's deflected out of bounds. Evanston gets the point, 10 points away from taking the set and the match. 3-0 as they currently lead 25-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board and 2-0. They won the first set 25-8 as Mia Barker is going to get an attack from Riverton, but Javine is blocked by Evanston. No, they give the point to Riverton. That looked like a clean block, but they're going to say they were in the net. And Riverton gets 7 points. 25-8, 25-12 is how the first 2 sets go. Evanston win both of them. Overpass by Evanston off of the serve. And there waiting for it was Aubrey Javine, the sophomore, who just puts it down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 15-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First touch by Brown after the Riverton serve and sent back over by the Red Devils. One hit return by Riverton. Emily Freeland, far side, and that one looks like they're going to call Evanston for running into the net because that antenna moved a little bit. And it's 15-9, 15-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Serve by Riverton will set up an attack from Stacia Barker on the near side, and they can't clear it out in 3 hits. Stacia Barker with the kill gets the serve back for Evanston, and Bailey Critchfield will serve. Taryn Holt checking in for Stacia Barker. She joins Cambry Brown, Taylor Peterson, Abby Rigby, and Emily Freeland. Left side attack from Station King, and it is just wide, trying to go cross court from the near side. 17-10, Red Devils lead. Served by Critchfield, and now we're going to get a clear over by Riverton. Peterson setting up Taryn Holt, dumps it, and she tried to find room in the near corner, but if she misses, she does not miss by much. Riverton gets the point and the serve. Aubrey Javine, the sophomore, to serve for Riverton. Line drive right at Cambry Brown in the back row. Peterson setting up Emily Freeland. She gets a light hit, and barely able to get to it is Riverton, and they return it, trying to find no man's land. Evanston digs it up, but they can't track it down on the 3rd hit. It goes out of bounds on the far side, just outside the corner. And now Riverton to serve again. Javine, the sophomore for Riverton, and that'll set up Abby Rigby on the near side. She sends it across the net. Here comes a hard hit attack from Hinkle, and now Evanston will get a chance. Emily Freeland charging at the net, tries to put it over on the far side, but Riverton was ready and waiting for it. Evanston gets the ball back from Riverton as Freeland goes off of the Riverton block. Credit to Anderson and Savannah Morton. 17-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Javine, first touch by Evanston, and now Freeland on the near side. They're going to give it to Evanston, a player in the net for Riverton, and it's 18-13. The run ends for Riverton, and now Mackenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. Number 12 puts it right at Campbell, and it's an overpass. Second hit, a diving hit by Riverton, sends it to the Evanston side, and they can't clear it on the 3rd hit. What a diving play on the near side by Savannah Morton. It looked like it was going to be an underpass, but Morton dives, bops it back over the net, and Evanston couldn't control it. 18-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Served by Riverton, first touch. Emily Freeland. Porter passes over to Taylor Peterson, who punches it over. Overpass by Riverton. Evanston's got it again. Porter goes to Emily Freeland, left side. Finds room on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And Evanston takes a 19-14 lead. Red Devils lead it 2-0 and are 6 points away from sweeping Riverton. Served by Freeland. First touch, Campbell. Setting up left side. Hinkle. Evanston blocks it into the Riverton bench. They'll now send Tag Lee to serve for Riverton. Line drive serve at Critchfield. It looked like it was going to be an overpass. Porter tries to get there, but it goes over the net instead of under. And it's 19-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lee to serve again. First touch, Critchfield. Porter over to Mia Barker, who tries to go, but it's blocked by Riverton, kept on the Evanston side. Overpass returned by the Wolverines, and Evanston with a chance. Left side, Mia Barker drops it down on the back line, and it's 20-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Red Devils lead. Served by Taryn Holt, first touch by Campbell. Sent back over to Hinkle on the far side. She tries to go cross court and drops it out of bounds. 21-16, trying to get a score on the Star Valley Rock Springs matchup, but there is no information on that yet. Taryn Holt with the touch after the serve from Riverton. Stacia Barker goes off of Lee, knocks her to her feet. Campbell underpasses into the net, and Evanston with a 22-16 lead. Timeout call by Riverton. We'll take it as well. Red Devils lead here in set 3, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. 22-16, and they lead 2-0 in a best-of-5 match on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Evanston 3 points away from taking the match in straight sets. They lead at 2-0, 22-16, as a huge hit from Anderson goes off the Evanston block and down on the Riverton side. 23-16, Red Devils on top with Taryn Holt serving. Line drive serve right at Morton. Set, left side, Hinkle attack off the Evanston block, and they're gonna call a 4-hit on Riverton, and it's match point for the Red Devils. Holt with the serve for match point for Evanston. First touch, Campbell. Set over to Morton, now one blocked by Evanston, deflected out of bounds by Riverton. This game is over, and the Red Devils win it. 25-16 in the third set, brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. They win set 1, 25-8, set 2, 25-12, and the Red Devils victorious in 3 straight sets. Final score 25-16 over Riverton. And they will finish with a record against the 4A Northwest 3-1. Setting up a big matchup against Star Valley next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday rather. First serve scheduled at 6, pregame at 12:30. Again, Red Devils win it 3-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston High School students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. It's time for the post-game show. The Evanston Red Devils were able to take care of business, winning it in 3 straight sets. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Well, the Red Devils came in here with Coach Lawler saying, this is actually a very big game because if they win this one, then they would be 3-1 in the other quadrant. That may be the tiebreaker if Evanston falls to Star Valley on Tuesday night. And Evanston came out and played like it was a big game. The whole set was a 25-8 run. Evanston not even allowing double digits in that first set and dominating the first set. In the second set, the Red Devils were able to get started on a run. Of course, Riverton kept up with them for a while, but when it was 9-9, Red Devils went on a 7-0 run, taking a 16-9 lead. And from there on out, with only 9 points to go, they easily took care of business in set number 2, winning that one 25-12. In set 3, we would see a little bit more challenge from Riverton. But when it was 4-4, the Red Devils would go on another 7-0 run and end that run 12-4. And at that point, Evanston had it well in hand, including closing it out on a 6-0 run, winning set number 3, 25-16. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have a bit of a stat report for you on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement.
I'm sure our stats look better.
Welcome back to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Joining me now, we have Coach Tara Lawler of the Evanston Red Devils. Coach Lawler, you guys have yet to drop a set at home outside of the duels that we saw at the beginning of the season. But when you look at it, you've got Green River in straight sets, you've gotten Cody in straight sets, Jackson in straight sets, and now you add Riverton to that list. Do you think the girls feel a little bit more energy playing here in their own home?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're just starting to kind of get it. So the better energy, a more celebration than on little plays, and then great big celebration on big plays. And so I think they're truly having a good time, having fun, and working hard.
Well, now we've been trying to find scores to the Star Valley Rock Springs game. We haven't been able to find anything yet. But bearing the results of that game, if Star Valley does fall to Rock Springs, that would pretty much put you guys in the driver's seat in order to win the quadrant. If they win, however, it kind of sets up a pseudo 4A Southwest championship game between you guys and Star Valley this coming Tuesday. First off, when you guys played Star Valley, what were some things that you liked that have gotten even better since that matchup?
Well, Star Valley is a good team. They're solid. They're consistent. Their setting is consistent. Their passing. I mean, they're just a good all-around team. Since we played them last, I think if overall we're getting more consistent, we're getting more confident. I just think all parts of the game have just slowly started going in our favor. They're working hard, and we break it down by skill. And so if something's not working during a match, we can say we played a game on this where we only scored if we dug a ball. And so just kind of trying to focus. So I think if when we're playing Star Valley, if we identify what we're not doing well, we'll be able to tell the girls, and they should hopefully be able to adjust immediately.
Again, like we talked about before the game, there's no such thing as a perfect game. What are some things that you guys are looking to improve moving forward?
I think that we didn't. Yesterday's game we played cleaner. I think we didn't have as many service errors yesterday. I think today we played with more energy because we told them we didn't play with a lot of energy yesterday, or we could have played with more. And we're not terminating. We're roll shotting and tipping and trying to find open areas, which I love. But you do that when you need to, or when the set's not there, or if the hitter's late, or if they mistimed it. We need to do a better job still at first ball termination, and I still don't see it yet.
That's Coach Sarah Lawler, Evanston High School Volleyball. Thank you so much, Coach. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, thank you. We have lots of fans that text me to say, are they going to be there today? So thank you so much for being here.
Not a problem. Our pleasure. We also got a stat report courtesy of Cade Fry. Hey, Cade, if you want, why don't you go ahead and read off some stats for us?
Sounds good. The first thing I would say is, this is a great game by the girls. They took the 3 games and just put them out there. Outstanding work by all of them. They all did well. But Stacia Barker, in the third set, she had, let's count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills in the first set. And between both the Barkers, Stacia Barker and Emma Barker. Mia Barker, not Emma Barker. Mia Barker, between both of them, they both worked together on getting blocks, and, they both could get that vertical jump in and then just kind of take out Riverton from their routine. But, so, Stacia Barker with the most kills, all combined the first set, the second set, and the third set. Between blocks, you'd have to look at Stacia Barker and Mia Barker. Blocks, Mia Barker had more in the second set than Stacia did. So all around great work by many of them. Not many errors from them. Really, we didn't have that many aces. We had Mackenzie Porter with 1 ace in the second set, and Mia Barker with 1 too, and then Bailey Critchfield with 1 in the first. No aces in the third set. So I think we all got together as a team, and we all just worked well together, and not many errors tonight. I mean, like you were just talking with Coach Lawler, you can't ever find a perfect game, right? So there's always going to be errors you have in your game. So just keep on keeping on and keep doing what they're doing, and it's fun playing at your home floor with the student section we have and the energy that's in this floor. So
absolutely, couldn't agree more. And thank you, Caden, for that stat report. So it sounds like the Red Devils working together as a well-oiled unit. They improve to over 500, 9 wins and 8 losses and a tie. And we'll get ready for a big matchup on Tuesday against Star Valley. We're going to go ahead and go in and step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and My Local Radio.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankum. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankum the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankum. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back one more time to Red Devil Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, the Evanston Red Devils victorious over the Riverton Wolverines, taking them down in 3 straight sets, 25-8, 25-12, and 25-16. Let's go ahead and look at our upcoming events for the UNT County School District number 1. On Monday, there's a JV football game starting at 5 o'clock at Star Valley High School, and then a Evanston Middle School band concert at 6 o'clock at Evanston Middle School Auditorium. On Tuesday, October 13th, we've got a freshman football game starting at 3 o'clock at Star Valley High School, and a Davis Middle School choir concert at 6 o'clock at Davis Middle School Auditorium. On KNYN and My Local Radio, we've got volleyball again. For the C team will start against Star Valley at 4 o'clock, the JV against Star Valley at 5 o'clock, and then we'll have the big game between Evanston and Star Valley pregame at 5:30, with first serve scheduled at 6 o'clock. Of course, those times are subject to change. On Wednesday, October 14th, we've got Evanston coming back to K. Fackrell Stadium to take on the Star Valley Braves. Kickoff at 6 o'clock. Pregame at 5:15. Again, that game will be on Wednesday, October 14th, not Friday. On Thursday, October 15th, it's the start of the autumn break for the students of Uinta County School District number 1. But we have some volleyball games. We'll be in Green River with the C team starting at 4 o'clock, the JV at 5 o'clock, and then we'll have Evanston at Green River varsity pregame at 5:30, first serve at 6 p.m. Again, those times are subject to change. And then on Friday, the varsity cross-country team will be at conference a conference meet against Laramie at Laramie High School all day on Friday, October 16th, and that is what's coming up in the next week. Now it's time to name our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Dental Services, Family Dental Services at affordable rates. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And you know what? You talk about the Barkers. We're going to give it to Mia Barker. She has been one of those girls who's just been consistent and has done a great job. She also had a kill that on that far side, and I believe the second set that was definitely expertly placed and helped Evanston to this victory. So congratulations to Mia Barker, the recipient of your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Dental Services, Family Dental Services at affordable rates. Call 307-789-8910 today. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here in Evanston Gymnasium. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston beats Riverton 3-0. On behalf of my statistician and assistant here at Evanston Gymnasium, Cade Fry, as well as our producer back in the studio, Alyssa McDaniel, and our camera person, Celeste. I'm Elan Oliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here at Evanston Gymnasium Tuesday when the Red Devils take on Star Valley back in conference play. Pre-game at 5:30, first serve at 6. Thank you so much and take care.
You've been tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankum, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, The Come On In Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear River Dental, Plains Tire, Uintah County School District No. 1, Elling Ford Brothers, and by Freeway Tire. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Matthew Peterson, the Valley's Colin Holt, and production assistant, Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio Sports on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!
Go ahead and take them down. We're gonna spin their head